Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of, Lord. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. Enough to climb till the end of time. What the world needs now. Hey, Tubies. It's Psychic Bob. I'm getting on my 1960s jam. That's one of my favorite songs. What the world needs now is love. And, you know, I feel so very thankful to have so much love in my life. And you guys are a big part of it. You know, I want to give a shout out. You know, people send me such beautiful gifts and letters from all over the world. And I'm very fortunate. And I got a wonderful present a few weeks ago from Denton. I don't know if he wants me to give out his last name, so I'll cover it up here. But I got a beautiful package from Denton out of Canada. And Denton, first of all, I got to tell you before I get into this, I want to apologize for being so long to get back to acknowledge this. I get a lot of mail, and I haven't been at my office regularly, and there was some miscommunication. So I didn't realize that you had sent this to my office, and I didn't pick it up. So just want to let you know I did get it now, and I apologize for the delay. I wasn't trying to ignore you. But Denton was so wonderful. They sent me a beautiful letter, a little letter here, and I'm going to read that, actually, and then I'll show you what I got. And they said, "Dear Psychic Bob, here is a question for you. Not sure if you've discussed it in your videos before or not, but good question. Listen to this. When you die, what happens to your spirit guides? Are you connected with them etherically, or do they move on to help others, or continue in their own spiritual development / evolution, etc.? Inquiring minds want to know." And it's signed Denton. Look at the beautiful calligraphy. How they sign their names. Isn't that wonderful? Denton, this is wonderful. Good question. In fact, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have messages from the spirit world. I'm going to put your letter in here, and we're going to talk about that. So thank you for that good question. Denton also sent me some beautiful patches. And he writes, P.S. Here are some patches for your denim jacket. I didn't know which tarot cards you would like, but figured the Magician would be a good fit. Sorry they aren't iron-ons. Well, Denton, don't worry about them being iron-ons. First of all, you guys see these patches. Look what Denton made for me. Beautiful patch of the Moon Tarot card. And I can actually stitch that onto my jacket and wear it. And then he made a giant one. I could put this on the back of my jacket. The Magician. And it's done in black denim. Denton, you know that I wear a black denim jacket. You've been watching a long time. You know about my magical jacket. So I was really touched by this. And Denton, don't worry that they're not iron-on, because you know my mom loves to sew, and she can sew these on for me. I'm not a good sewer, but she can do all of that. So, Denton, thank you. And when I get around to getting these on my jacket, we'll do a video about that. I really want to say thank you. That's very kind of you to send that, and I appreciate it. So, to Denton in Canada, blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Make sure to be here on Tuesday. Tomorrow, we're going to answer your question, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate your understanding about my delay in getting back to you. Well, here we are, guys. It's Monday. And, you know, we're talking about all the love in the world. Well, I love to do horoscopes. So we're going to do your horoscopes today. By the way, how you like my Monday fashion? I got on my traditional Aquarius shirt. Isn't this cool? It's got the Aquarius pouring water. It's a sign of Aquarius. It says Aquarius. Got the stars around it. I just love it. I've got on my vintage 1960s Aquarius pendant. 60s or 70s, I'm not sure. It's old. but it's an oldie but goodie. Can you see that? There you go. And it's all done sterling silver and sparkly and shiny. Well, you know, that's getting me all hyped up so I can do some horoscopes. Now, we've got our Zodiac wheel here. And we're going to spin around and see what's in the stars today for you guys. Oops, I got to get my notes out here. You know, I can't memorize everything. I have to write stuff down. But here we are. All right. Well, you know, we're starting off today. Well, by the way, our sun is in Gemini right now. So I want to give a big shout out and a happy birthday to all of our Geminis. There's our Gemini symbol. See, Gemini are the twins. Gemini is an air sign and really great communicator. Geminis are very social people. And so happy birthday to all the Geminis. Okay. Well, we're going to spin around and we're going to take a look at all the transits. What we're going to do is we're going to go through all the major transits, and then I'm going to give horoscopes for each zodiac sign. So stay with us because you will get a horoscope just for yourself, okay? So definitely listen up here. Well, we're starting off this week. As I said, we've got our sun in Gemini. That's that air energy. That's partnership. That's communication. We've got our moon in Aquarius. Now, you want to talk about a power combo. Whew, they're both air signs, and they're both gregarious social energies. This starts off our week with a lot of high power, especially in the area of communications. We've got our sun trine the moon. That is just doubly enhancing that energy. Our sun is conjunct Mercury. Mercury's the planet rules communications. Our moon is trine Mercury, again, a power aspect. Mercury is trine Mars, a lot of firepower coming in. Venus is trine Jupiter. Venus is trine Neptune, and Jupiter is trine Neptune. Now, I tell you, of all the days of power aspects, I don't think we could have a more powerful Monday. This is like super powerhouse central. There is one negative aspect this today, which is that our sun and moon are both square Neptune, okay? Now, what all of this means when you add it all up, it means this is the power day for communications. However, in your communications, don't be assumptive, don't guess, don't play at guessing games. Stick to the facts. State what you know, and that'll make the impact. With that sun and moon both square Neptune, that's a negative aspect. It means your inner intuition might be off, so don't take any chances with guessing. Just state it like it is. Keep to the facts, and you're going to have an awesome day. This is, I have not, in recent years, seen such an alignment of power aspects. So I think that's really, really wonderful, okay? Now, you know, we've got an interesting week because there's going to be a lot of communications energy, but it's also going to require some patience, and I'll explain that as we go along. On Tuesday, the 5th of June, by the way, I forgot to tell, this video is for Monday, June the 4th, 2018, through Sunday, June the 10th, 2018. So that's our time frame, okay? So as we go into Tuesday, we still have our moon in Aquarius. That's that air energy. Jupiter is trine Neptune. That is a power aspect, bringing in senses of success. Venus is in opposition to Pluto. And what all this means is, on Tuesday, you want to focus on money. Focus on long-term goals related to prosperity and success. That energy is going to be very driving. So all that energy, it's starting on Monday, all that communication, keep it going on Tuesday, but look at the longer term. Going into Wednesday, we've got our moon moving over into Pisces. That's going to shift us into some water energy. That's a little deeper emotional energy. We got an interesting day on Wednesday. We've got our sun square Neptune. That's a challenging aspect. Our Mercury is square Neptune. Again, challenging. Venus is trine Neptune. That's very exciting. And Jupiter is trine Neptune. What all that adds up to is that in terms of getting a sense of where you are, maybe a little challenging on Wednesday, but where you have the breakthrough is in personal magnetism. On Wednesday, you want to focus on personal rapport with people and be open to exuding your own special magnetism. You know, as I said, with the sun and Mercury both square Neptune, communications in the sense of logical, ordered thoughts may be a little blocked, or it's a sense of like having a sense of how we're moving forward. So how you break through on Wednesday is be very personal. be very connected from the heart, and you'll open up a channel of communication, okay? Because words, where words sometimes get tangled, the heart can step in, and that's going to be the energy on Wednesday. So work from the personal magnetism, be very interested in people, make them a focus, and you're going to have a better time at it, okay? Now, going into Thursday, Thursday's probably going to be our most challenging day of this week. On Thursday, the 7th of June, our moon is in Pisces. Again, that brings in that deep emotional energy. However, our sun is square the moon. Our sun is square Neptune. Mercury is square Neptune. Venus is in opposition to Pluto. And the only really favorable aspect is the moon is trine Venus. What that means is you're going to really look good that day. You're going to feel good. Venus in opposition to Pluto means that it may be hard to get past the moment. And with all these other square aspects, these are challenges for, kind of being in touch with communications. So what do you want to do? I'd say Thursday, it's principally a rest day. Pamper yourself, treat yourself to some luxury. Make it a social day, not a business day. Make it a day where you just hang out, sip margaritas, and watch the sky. If you have to do business that day, try to focus it on social aspects. Go to lunch or invite somebody out for drinks after work. And very much, there's a lot of energy with that moon trine Venus. Focus on fashion and style. So, for example, if you have a high-level client or business deal, you might want to just take them to a fashion show or take them to see an exhibit on fashion. This sort of high style, kind of surface glamour is really where the energy is. So make it a day of fun. Don't get all into serious discussions on Thursday, okay? Now, going into Friday, we will start to have some breakthrough. The challenge is it won't necessarily be obvious. Let me tell you what's going on. We've got our moon moving into Aries. That's going to be firepower. We have a challenging aspect that our sun, again, is square Neptune. This means that it's going to be hard to get a sense as if you are making progress, particularly in business, well, also in personal relationships, okay? Our sun is conjunct Mercury, which does open communications, and Jupiter is trine Neptune, which means that prosperity is coming. And what this means is that success is coming. You are having breakthrough. It may not be apparent, okay? So as it may not be apparent in your actual discussions that day, and you may think, I hope we're on the same page. Just trust in that. You're gonna see. The beginning is starting. Jupiter trine Neptune means you're gonna start to see that it's coming. It may not be apparent right now, but trust it, it's in motion, okay? Going into Saturday, we have kind of similar energies also. Our moon is still in Aries, which gives inspiration. Our sun is still square Neptune, moon is square Pluto, and Jupiter is trine Neptune. What this means is you've got to have faith that the path you're on is leading to success. So if you're being as attentive as you can, working with the people around you, you may still feel like, I don't know if we're on the same page, I hope we are. Trust in it. You're going to see breakthrough here, okay? And, that's going to continue into Sunday. Our moon is still in Aries. Our sun is still square Neptune. Our moon is conjunct Uranus that day, which is a very powerful aspect because that means we are going to start to sense it. There's about to be some breakthrough. And Jupiter, again, trine Neptune, power aspects. So what that means is be persistent, stick with the course. The hint of success and breakthrough is going to start to show itself on Sunday. So honestly, this week is going to be a lot of kind of hoping things work out and maybe feeling a little bit on edge. But if you can follow what we talked about, you're going to just rock it, okay? So be patient. Patience is key for all zodiac signs this week, okay? Keep communications open and make sure to have fun along the way, okay? So that's going to be kind of the major energies playing out this week. Now, let's jump into our zodiac wheel and spin around, see what's in the stars for you. Now, by the way, let me just say before I get into this, because I get this question all the time. Well, Psychic Bob, people write me, say, Psychic Bob, I was listening to another astrologer's horoscopes, and according to their horoscopes, I'm a Pisces, but you say that I'm an Aries. I'm on the cusp. I don't know what that means and how to interpret it. All right, a cusp sign is when your birthday falls right where one sign switches to the next. So, for example, let's use this one. We got Virgo here and Libra. So, if you were born between these signs, you, depending on when this horoscope is cast, you could be one or the other. Now, don't let that stress you out because a cusp sign means you get two horoscopes. So, what I tell you is listen to both and see which one really resonates with you. And over time, you'll probably find that you're more of one than the other. And don't stress out if, everybody's told you all your life you're a Pisces, but you really feel you're an Aries. Don't let that upset you. Go with the one that you want. Okay, so cusp sign means you get twice the amount of psychic help. All right, well, we're going to jump into our horoscopes. Now, I do get these letters also, people saying, well, Psychic Bob, where do you get these from? What site do you take these from? I do not take horoscopes from any other astrologer. I actually sit down and study the transits myself, and I write these horoscopes. They are my creation. They're unique to Spirit Channel, and you won't get them anywhere else, okay? So if you like Psychic Bob's horoscopes, be here each week. And I always say horoscopes is a great way to get some psychic help, So we're going to jump into our signs here. So our first sign on our wheel is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 19th. Aries, I'm telling you, I hate to say it, this is going to be another week where you're going to have to kind of sit on the sidelines. There is so much power going on this week, but Aries, you might feel a little confused or misunderstand things. And it's not about not being intelligent, because you're very intelligent, but it's about other people's energies kind of chaotic this week. So you're going to have to sit back and practice patience, watch things. In work, be very careful that you don't jump the gun and make assumptions. Do not be assumptive this week, Aries. It will backfire on you. Same thing in personal relationship. You're going to have to sit back, be observant, practice listening. This is a really great week for Aries, just to listen and be attuned to what other people are saying. You'll have plenty of time to put your opinions in and get things in motion next week. But this week, Aries, you're going to have to be a little sidelined, okay? Don't let that stress you. Remember, there's a lot of energy to focus on some luxury and fashion. So make it more of a fun week rather than a serious business week, and you'll be successful. Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to creative writing. So you might want to take some retreat time and write some poetry or write a novel. Share your thoughts, get them on paper. Your key word this week, Aries, is patience. I know that's a hard word for Aries, but that's your word this week, patience. You're going to make it through. All right, our next sign, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Taurus, Taurus, you are always the glamour ones of the zodiac. Taurus, I think Taurus is one of the most luxurious signs. They love luxury. They love grandeur. And this week, Taurus, you really get to indulge in that. Taurus, you're going to find, particularly in work, that you get a lot of invitations to go to events like lunches and even cocktail hours. It's very important that Taurus be seen this week. See and be seen. That's really a key factor for you this week, particularly in work, because Taurus, you're at a point where you're building prosperity, and I do feel for a lot of Taurus individuals, there's going to be opportunities for career advancement. So see and be seen. In the area of relationship, Taurus, also, this is a romance week for you. Taurus, you're in love with love, and love's in love with you. So enjoy the romance, enjoy the luxury. If you have that special someone, take them on a special date, a luxurious dinner, to an opera, something grand. Indulge your senses in your luxury this week. You're going to be awesome. Also highlighted for Taurus this week are issues connected to financial investments. So good time to think about, upping your 401k investment money and kind of building that prosperity, because you definitely got it. Your key word this week, Taurus, is socialize. See and be seen. The key to success. All right, our next sign is Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Geminis, I got to tell you, this week you are the money kings. Yes, you are. You are the money kings. And Gemini is going to find that wherever they are, opportunities for prosperity present themselves. So if you're a Gemini, you're looking for work, this is a very good week to really be present for interviews, put yourself out there, be a little brazen, because you're going to score big time this week. In the area of personal relationships, also Gemini, it's like you have an abundance of love in your life. And if you're a Gemini and you're single, you're saying, well, gee, Bob, nobody loves me and I'm all alone. This week you got a lot of opportunity to mix and mingle. So see and be seen, similar to the Taurus. You want to be out there, okay? Good week for money, good week for love for you guys. Also highlighted for Geminis this week are issues connected to the arts, particularly like the visual arts. So it's a good time to explore maybe independent film or go to an art gallery and see a show. But be out and explore the visual arts. Your keyword this week, Gemini, is prosperity. Ooh, I'm hanging out with the Geminis. Get some moolah. Break me off some of that thing. All right. Our next side is Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Oh, Cancers, I'm telling you, Cancers tend to be, well, first of all, they're great mystics. A lot of psychics are Cancers because they really are in touch with that psychic self. But Cancer, what's interesting this week is not only do you have your psychic senses in play, you got movie star energy. Cancers are going to be looking very glamorous this week. A lot of shine around Cancer people. You're going to really start to realize that people are being drawn to you. And this is a time, Cancer, when you don't want to shy away from publicity. Don't shy away from adulation and praise. In the work area, people are going to see your talents now and recognize them. It's a very good week for career advancement for Cancers. Also in the romantic and social life, Cancers, I'm telling you, you are just like drawing people like a movie star. So enjoy the joy of being in the spotlight. I know some Cancers tend to be a little more reclusive, but this week you're just going to have to be out and be seen and just have fun with it. Really the key for Cancer this week, have fun with the attention, okay? That's going to bring success. Also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to fashion and fashion style, particularly clothing, jewelry. You want to be open to kind of capturing the glamour of the day. Treat yourself to some special clothing or jewelry, okay? Your keyword this week, Cancer, is magnetic. Like magnets draw. You are magnetic. That's your word. I don't think I've ever used that word before in the horoscopes. That's a good one, magnetic. All right, our next sign is Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Leo, I got to tell you, I'm going to put you in the camp with the Aries this week because it's going to be a little challenging for Leos. And I don't say that to dishearten you, but there's going to be a lot of high power moving around you, and you're going to try to be in the flow. But you may this week really feel like, I hope I'm on the right path. You may not get a lot of feedback in work. You may not get a sense that your coworkers are with you. You may not get a sense that your bosses are with you. But if you're following your higher self, you are definitely on the path to success. And it's going to be a little challenging because you're going to feel like you're, in a sense, the saying, working blind, meaning that you're, oops, I'm knocking stuff over here. See, I'm being blind. You're going to have a challenge in that you're going to feel as if you're not sure people are on the same page with you. So that's going to be the challenge. However, you got to just trust your inner voice. Let the spirit lead you, okay? The wonderful thing is there's some very powerful Martian aspects this week, and that's in your favor to give you continued power and energy and drive. So follow your passion. Don't let anybody sidetrack you. You're going to be just fine, okay? Also highlighted for Leos this week. Oh, by the way, also I forgot to tell you, in romance, same energy. It's going to be another time where you think, well, I hope my partner's on the same page. You're going to have to be patient. And, this is a case of where be gentle in your approach, okay? In your relationships, don't push on anything. Just be gentle. Let them come to you. You'll be better off, okay? Also highlighted for Leos this week are issues connected to spiritual studies. So it's a good time for Leos to explore their mystical side. Maybe delve into astrology or spiritualism or witchcraft. So explore the mystical things as well. Your key word this week, Leo, is faith. Faith. Have faith in your higher self's promptings in the spirit world. All right. Our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. You know, Virgos, I'm telling you, you and the Cancers need to hang out this week. Because like the Cancers, you are also really walking in high style this week. Virgos are going to have that edge of glamour. And you know, Virgos, I know as most of the Virgo signs, they're very practical people and down to earth. Not particularly given to flights of fancy. But this week, Virgo, it's like your head is in Hollywood. And so enjoy the glamour. Virgos may be drawn this week, particularly in the work area, to suddenly speak extempore, suddenly kind of put forth ideas and kind of lead a demonstration. Go with that. One of the things right now, Virgo, is that Spirit is giving you energy, the cosmos is giving you energy to let your talent shine. So you are going to kind of be out front and a little outside your normal behavior patterns. But people are going to love it, and people are going to think of you as very glamorous. You may find, Virgo, as you're going through your closet this week, that literally you're like throwing out all your clothes and replacing them with high fashion. That's okay. Virgos can have style too. Okay, and many of them do. And this week, those of you who think you don't have style, you're going to get style. All right, you know, I always say the cosmos is the best designer. Okay. And, you know, in love also, Virgo, this is where you're drawing people like flies to honey. I'm telling you. So, Virgo, a lot of flirtation energy, a lot of romance. If you're already in a committed relationship, you know, don't be surprised if people flirt with you, even openly when you're with your partner. Don't flirt back. But, you know, enjoy being loved, okay? Also highlighted here for Virgos, our energies connected to property investment. So you might be in the mood to kind of move to another home, maybe something large with gates on the front, glamour in Hollywood. Be open to opportunities for housing improvement. Your key word this week, Virgo, is style. Ooh, I love that. All right, our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. You know, Libra, what's really nice right now is you are able to see the longer term. Right now, people around you are not going to see the longer term. They're going to be very stuck in the moment. And your challenge is going to be to get them to be on the same page with you. But as I said earlier, you've got to keep the focus on your goal this month. This week particularly, this is a week where you start to really see a vision of how things can be and ought to be, and you're going to make it happen. In the work area, Libra, there's a lot of energy right now for promotions, for increased finance, and new opportunities. So be open to some transition. If you're a Libra and you run your own business, this is very much a week to kind of step outside the traditional pattern of business and experiment with new forms of, you know, marketing and new forms of promotion. Okay, it'll take you far. In the area of personal relationships, also Libra, this is going to be a time where you want to think about relationship goals. If you're a single Libra, you might want to evaluate, you know, who do you want in your life? Now, this doesn't just have to be for romance. It can also be for friendship. And think, you know, who is nurturing me? Who's supporting me? Who's part of my world? And, you know, make sure to spend time with your friends. Tell them how much you love them and how much they're part of your life. And talk about how you each can help each other grow and explode in power and success over the next year. So think about relationships right now in terms of long-term goals, long-term team building, and support with each other. And it's going to be a wonderful time. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to technology and technological advancement. So, for example, if you're a Libra and you've been wanting to explore like a new, for example, webcam or a new way of producing videos or a new type of computer system, it's a good time to explore your technology this week. Your key word this week, Libra, is goals. Follow those goals. Set them and go for them. All right. Our next sign, Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, you know, while the rest of the world is going crazy, this is your week for self-renewal. Scorpios are going to find that this week, in terms of business in the outer world, they may want to retreat a little bit. Now, if you say, well, Bob, I still have to work every day. I can't do that. Don't let that bother you, because you really are, you know, going to find that, in a sense, by doing less, you accomplish more. So, yeah, you may have to go to work, but you don't have to kill yourself. And I'm not saying slack off and be dishonest, but what I'm saying is bring balance back, okay? Scorpios are one of these people, they're very passionate. When they focus on their work, they always have success. And, but this week it's not about so much about driving towards success. It's more about letting success come to you. So try to think about that as you go through your day. In the area of relationships, also, Scorpio, this may actually not be, and don't be upset with me, this may not be the best week for romances. Scorpio's going to feel a little more, withdrawn, a little more self-reflective. So you may, if you're in a relationship, you want to tell your partner, it's not that I'm rejecting you, I'll hate you, I just need some me time. Okay, give yourself some me time, and that will charge you up to be in a better place for relationships. I think next week will be a little better for you guys for romance, but this week it's going to be a little more solitary. Okay. Also highlighted for Scorpios are also issues connected to writing, particularly letter writing. I don't think people write letters anymore. So you might want to sit down and hand pen a letter, send it to your grandmother or to your mom. Just say, thinking of you. Maybe just get a card and write it. But focus on writing by hand. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is rejuvenation. Ooh, I like that. That's a good word. Rejuvenation. That's a long word. If you don't know what it means, look it up. All right. Our next sign is Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Oh, Sagittarius, you guys, thank God for your philosophical nature. Sagittarius are very metaphysical in many ways. They very much see the big picture, and they're patient people. Even though they're fire signs, they have control over the fire. That's what makes Sagittarius powerful. And Sag, I have to tell you, this is one of those weeks where you're going to have to step into your stoic self, your observer mode, and be patient. You may clearly see, particularly in work this week, where the challenges are and even know how to fix them. But I'm going to tell Sagittarius, don't step into that now, because people are not ready for your ideas. It's not that your ideas are bad, they're just not ready. So you're going to have to just sit back and let people stew a little bit and be confused this week, knowing that in time they'll come to you, and when they come to you, then it's time to share your ideas. But don't volunteer right now, don't jump in the fray, because in work you'll find if you do that, it's going to just create drama. So just stay out of it, okay? In the area of personal relationships, also Sagittarius, this is going to be a time where you're going to have to just bite your tongue, because you may be telling your partner or potential partner, you're doing that wrong and you got to listen. They're not going to hear it now. So let them have their way. Let them say what they want. They'll come back and say, oh, gee, what do I do now? And you'll get them on the right path. So you're going to have to just bite your tongue. Don't bite it off, though, okay? Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is wait. Just be patient, okay? Our next sign, Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, you are usually the most grounded, focused people of the zodiac. You are usually leaders. You're leaders in industry and business. And Capricorns have such a focus and a drive that really brings success. This week, Capricorn, I got to tell you, though, you're just going to throw all caution to the wind. This is going to be like, you're going to feel like you're a teenager in your first love. This is going to be a week of flirtation, a week of romance, a week of being crazy in love. Capricorn, for you, you might feel like you're totally ungrounded, but that's okay, because it'll be fun to be ungrounded. So don't take everything seriously this week, Capricorn. Let things just ride, float on the wind, and have fun with it. You're grounded 99% of the time. You can have a week where you're just loopy and crazy and fun. Be giddy. Okay, giddy, that's a good word. That should actually have been your word for the week, be giddy. But your actual word this week, actually, hold one more thing. Also for Capricorns, in the area of relationship, let me explain this, because I didn't finish this. So as we said in work, have fun. Be flirtatious. Don't get all serious. Same thing in romance. Have fun. Go on dates. If you're in a relationship, act like you just met your partner and take them out to a wonderful experience. Think about when you first dated somebody, how exciting it was. You want to impress them. Take them out, impress them, have fun. Okay. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are energies connected to social events and partying. So definitely a time to go out and see and be seen, make the social rounds. Your key word this week, Capricorn, flirt. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. You know, Aquarius, you are in metaphysical, mystical mode this week. And you're going to feel like you have the spirit world channeling through you. And literally, the spirit world is channeling through you. They're going to give you a lot of profound thoughts, a lot of inspirations, a lot of ideas. Don't bottle that up in you. You know, Aquarius, one of your challenges, you tend to get all locked up in your head, and you forget to tell people stuff, you know, because you think everybody's telepathic. You know I'm an Aquarius. I've done this. So I'm speaking from experience on that. But this week, Aquarius, it's all about sharing your vision, sharing your thoughts, sharing your channeled messages, sharing your dreams. And if you open up and share, you're going to bring a revolution across your whole social scene. And so let people know you, let them love you, inspire them, you know, share with them and hear their sharings as well. It's going to be a big part. A lot of social connectivity, a lot of mystical psychic connectivity. It's just the psychic week for Aquarius. This is going to be in work and in relationships. The energy doesn't shift. It's going to be literally the same. And just go with that, okay? Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to education and study. So if you're an Aquarius, you've been wanting to go back to school, maybe pick up a degree, do some studies, be open to that because your higher mind is leading that. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is share. And our next sign, Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, you have the great gift that you go with the flow. You're a water sign. You're very adaptable. And this week, you're going to find that you don't have to adapt so much. The people are adapting to you. And this is going to be a week, particularly in work, where Pisces think, boy, how did I get all the good luck? I got a bonus, a raise, a promotion, you know, got the special assignment that I wanted. I didn't have to fight anybody for it. You're going to just be in the flow. You're going to find, particularly in work, that, you know, you can, in some cases, take some chances. Now, I know earlier we talked about, I said, stick to the facts. For most people, that's going to be true this week. But in your case, you're the one sign, Pisces, that this week I can say you can take some risks and kind of go off the cuff without pre-study, pre-planning, and you'll be just fine, okay? Pisces are going to also find the area of relationships this week that it's like they're lucky in love. It's like, you know, you walk down the street and you see somebody think, oh, they look nice. Look, I wish I could meet them. And suddenly they walk up to you and start talking and say, hey, do you want to go on a date? This is the type of luck around Pisces this week. You're just in the flow of success. So money's going to come to Pisces this week. Romance is coming. It's just the week where you win, you know. Now, all you other signs, don't be jealous of Pisces because, you know, this is just their energy. You all will get your chances of success too. It's just their time right now. All right. So Pisces, also highlighted for Pisces this week are also issues connected to travel. So if you've been wanting to get out of your routine and go someplace, also a good time. You'll have success in travel. Your keyword this week, Pisces, is lucky with a capital L. Or is it that way? L. Luck. Lady Luck's on your side. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe we went through all 12 signs of the Zodiac? We spun around our wheel, and I had such a fun time. I hope you guys like these horoscopes. Listen, tell me in the box below, do you like horoscopes every week? Is this helpful to you? And what is your Zodiac sign? I'd love to hear, you know. And, you know, we're going to spin around the wheel every Monday. Every Monday, be here, we're going to do this. And, you know, I always say it, but I have to because it's so true. If you are at a time of struggle in your life, never, please don't give in to despair. Don't give up. Just take a deep breath, pause, and look to the stars. For the zodiac wheel is always above us in the cosmos, spinning. And what that means is that each day brings a new alignment and a new opportunity for the stars to bless you and give you power. The stars do not control us nor compel us, but they're allies along the way who give us bursts of encouragement and help. So look to the stars and keep faith, hope, and love in your hearts, and you're going to rock it. Well, guys, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. You guys are best. I love you. You make my Mondays. Being able to do horoscopes each week is just a thrill for me. I love astrology, and I'm glad you guys seem to be enjoying it. So anyways, tell me in the box below, do you love horoscopes? Is it helping you? And what's your sign? I want to hear about you. Tell me about you. You guys are best. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. Again, big shout out to Devin for his wonderful, beautiful gifts of patches for my jacket. Devin, be here tomorrow. We're going to answer your question, and we'll answer your others. So if you guys want, you can also put your questions for messages from the spirit world below this video as well. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And by the way, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, contact me at my office, 571-483-2112. That is my number. Give me a call, or you can write to me at my email, readings@robert-hickman.com. Link will be in the box below for all of this. We'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. And until then, may you all always blessed be.